Live G2 having Jack set up here towards the ramp entrance, gets frozen to start off the matchup. Good headshot in. Nico caught aggressive by Rops here at the entrance, gets the kill back pretty easy as the quick kick comes through towards the B side. Rotations will be inbound for Amanek, but Hunter gets dinked down at 16 HP.
And Nex has been able to deal with the lurk towards the top side, and for Mousesports, they get the bomb down, but they're down by one, and now the rotates can start to come in.
One player coming in from ramp as well here for the CT side. Dexter, P250s, completely Kevlarless, taking damage by Jax as a result. Still swings in and gets a headshot on Hunter. Nexa trades it, so it's all left to BMAS. 1v3, seen by Jax, taps through, gets the Glock shot, takes a lot of damage. Swing back, doing dink damage. They almost line up for him, but no, Amanek secures that kill and secures the pistol for G2.
A nice retake to come through from G2. It seemed like for a moment that Robs was just going to try and hold them. We saw a lot of eco victories coming out the last series between Mousesports and FaZe, and with at least Dexter has started things off decently here for the T side. In towards that secret position. Rob's now getting another kill. It's a 5-on-3, now making a 5-on-2. What is happening?
And the hand cannons chime in once again. How many times have we seen this round play out over the course of this bracket? 5 versus 2, G2. No chance of the retake, even though in theory, with the lack of Kevlar, it should be possible, but that's just, it's way too far gone. The time's ticked too far, not even a kit in play for him. 1-0, Mousesports. Tagged heavy, 2 CTs, looking to face out of Hut, and Rups catches Jax, sees Hunter as well. Close range positioning as the flashbang comes forward towards Mini. Nico captures one player, very low HP. Dexter, of course, an easy frag for the Eagle to find, but couldn't get the headshots on the players behind him. Nexa manages to pull it off, though. 2 T-side players to find, and they're going to swing together. Well, Rob swings ahead of the game of BMAS, but still finds the kill. But you don't expect the USPs to get a mass amount of damage. As soon as I say that, Amanek finds a kill. So there you go. Off back here, looking for the players coming out of Squeaky, Nexa, and Nico. What was that? You don't expect the USPs to get a mass amount of damage. 3 versus 2 for G2 now. Frozen's expecting Rifles to be up on the roof, and he does trade it back to Evens. Mousesports have found their bailout. He's on low HP, though. If Jax gets the shot off and the quicker reaction timing, Shadow just been seen. He still gets the pick. What's going on? Oh, Hunter. And straight up downstairs, Nico with the M4. Seeing the scaffolding gets shot his way, and Frozen actually finds the pick because of it. 5-on-4, opening up the double doors. Nexa, top of the railings, will spray through, but loses his life, and that's 2 more kills as well for Ops and BMAS. Hunter also going to get overwhelmed by a Caused Eagle. And Mousesports, well, at least they have a force investment. At least they have 4 rifles that they can say that they won the round with. Orb of Amanek has no choice but to save now.
A beautiful round for Mousesports, and it was just clean. We saw the outside smokes coming through, pretty quick playing towards that lower side, and just entry after entry after entry, everyone finding their impact. Amanek just trying to save onto the NWP. Don't think he was seen from the player getting in towards Garage, but timing, he's just got to make sure that he's hiding behind cover. Bomb site.
BMAS, the AK looking on. Jax, the Eagle down to the first. Amanek being seen. Jax got to be dealt with to the backlines, and BMAS gets both of those kills. So Hunter and Nexa. Hunter with the AWP pick on the bomb carrier. Dexter not ready for Nexa. The tag damage, however, too much for the CT player. 6 seconds, he gets the pick in, but Rops is sprayed through the wall. Small walkout from Rops. Is he going to be seen by Nexa? He is, but the AK actually wins the fight. Nexa's crosshair placement a little bit off. As the 4v4 as Amanek takes damage as well towards Garage, seen by Frozen at top of Mini, tries to see if he can jump his way past the smoke back, but there's still a massive gap. In the outer yard, Dexter will find that next kill. So a 4 versus 3 as Rops continues his backstab to lean in from heaven. Pressure might be on Mousesports. Nico though, with the big plays, drops that bomb. Frozen gets the trade. Now they've got a duel with the last 2 CTs here, Hunter and Jax. Very different positions to the side. They haven't checked the corner. Hunter drops that bomb once again. Jax trades into 1 versus 1. Knows exactly where Rops is and wins the fight for it. 2 kills to his name, and G2 with an all-important rifle. Instead, they make their way into Mini. They go for the hit towards the A site. Jax finds Rops as the first responder. Dexter there with a very quick trade. The CT right behind him, though. Got to be careful at credit card because Amanek is there for the responsive frag. 4v3 for G2. BMAS turning away from Nexa at the worst moment. Didn't check all the way around the site, and it allows 2 kills to go his way as Hunter secures the final one, grabs an AWP for free. When does the peek come through? When does the face come out? He does see him, and Nico just gets back out of dodge. Wait for his teammates to get here towards the B site, and Mousesports know that a jig is up. They're going to catch Nico off guard real quick. He still adjusts, gets the frag on Dexter, but not on a core. Next with a swing, and BMAS finds his trade, so it'll be a 3v3 as the bomb can go down, making it 2.
Jackson, Amanek, it's all down to them, but the bomb plan's not coming in safe, but they just get it down in time. Frozen and Acore now in the 2 versus 2. One's close up towards his ramp position. That's Acore. Is anyone going to hard check this? Jackson's been seen, and they know that Amanek's out towards a ramp position. Back to a 1v1 now, and looking out towards the double doors, in towards Dark! The NWP hits the shot, and G2 clutch it. Another big clutch going the way of the CT side.
Flashes in the Mac 10 and Dexter being picked up, the only other automatic they have in play. Jax finds 2 frags for it. Frozen can get the trade, and Jax, in the back of the site, actually gets responded to. But Nico and Nexa quickly get back into control, deal with the last couple of players here of the T-side side. Looking forward, that bomb is dropped towards Hunter's control. BMAS does get caught off guard, and he swings on the second man as well. Beautiful sequence from Hunter there.
Oh, so intelligent, and he even knows that there's a player out from Secret. The fight's coming through from main. Jax wins that out. Oh my goodness, what a way outside. Rops has got to be the one to try and clutch, but he's got to find a couple of kills on the floor, get back over towards the bomb, and it just doesn't happen. G2 had a triple stack outside. Oh, this bait and switch angle. Amanek could be able to fire off the kill. They might not check out towards the right-hand side. Nexa lines him up, gets a couple of kills. Looking for a third, doesn't quite happen.
A core tagged heavy. Frozen's also known. Rob actually gets the trade, but Hunter responds to him at a squeaky. Now a core looking to try see if he can swing back and deny. Hunter being known, challenged by Frozen instead. That counter Molotov should force him away. Does it go deep enough? Well, Frozen gets dealt with anyway as he burns that player alive. Nico also burns. Hold on a second. Orc for your battle at close range. Amanek misses and a core clutches it for Mousesports. Oh, wow. Mistakes made by G2 really costing them that round. How did 2 players burn to a single molly? Dexter expecting there to be players in the vents, but there's nobody out there though. Nico gets the secondary player that's upstairs in the yard, so it's all left to the 3-man force that made their way through Secret. BMAS, Dexter, and a core. Dexter does find 1 kill. BMAS trades it on 3-on-3. Still 2 CTs here. Dexter going for the plant in the midst of the smoke. Nexa catches BMAS instead, and Dexter left alone with a core in a 3v2.
AWP's got to be able to try and find some impact considering how low Dexter is, but he still finds that pick onto Nico. Back to a 2v2, and Dexter's been seen by the AWP. It all comes down to a call out towards double.
Gonna go for the wallbang shots. Nexa not opening it up. Tap that bomb. Open door. Shot on the first, but that was a bait and switch. And Nexa will win the round, win the defuse here for the G2 side, turn it to a 9-6 CT half, a really confident CT half for that as well. Mousesports looking like they were going to hold a really, really good early game, and the T side, it looked particularly nice, but towards the end of it, Mousesports do not come out on top as we head towards a break. It's their CT half after this. 1 smoke, 3 flashes, a molly and a HE as well. The molly misses, I believe. Yeah, it bounced off the skylight as Rob sneaks forward and gets 2 picks already. G2 are falling apart. Jax seeing shots from BMAS here at Heaven. Will he try to swing back and deny the bomb point? I don't think he will. It doesn't matter because Rox is just tapping heads. 3 picks for him, not quite the quadra. Amanek finds that trade, but Frozen responds to it, and Amanek is all that remains. He gets 2 headshots though. Hold on a second. USP picked up, but a core deals with him. Nico just diving down into the secret area. Dexter has found himself into the right-hand corner. Nico might not be ready for this position. It's a case of patience for Dexter. Will he hold off for as long as he needs to see this T-side member? No, Nico's going to back away as Jax catches Rops, the aggressor, instead up in the lobby position. Dexter does get overwhelmed by Nico. 2 players left for Mousesports. G2 played the patient game, and it works for them. Going to get away so cleanly here on the CT side, and with that conversion also going their way, the economy tips the favor of G2. If they find the follow-up, the Mousesports are going to start losing a number of dangerous rounds, getting dangerously close. I think maybe his noise tried to bait them into the fact that they thought BMAS retreated. Well, either way, Dexter and BMAS will fall when a core creeps closer and closer. Accounted for by Nexa, but still, the Eagle headshot lands. And Jax stall for the bomb plant for the moment. Can they swing back on him? Can they deny it? Yes, they can! Oh, the bullets miss! And a core came inches away from winning that round for his team, but not to be. Rox now, alone. Swing back, headshot, an inch off the target. Amanek secures 3 kills, and G2 secure 11 rounds. This, by all intents, by all accounts, should be G2's 12th. Nico attempting to make it so. 3 picks for him. Next against an Act-10 frag in, and Nico quadras up for that 12th. Molotov their way into Secret. Seems going to go down the stairs. Dexter swinging back as a core goes falling. Finds that one. Frag needs to fall away because he's the one of the only 2 M4s, and as he goes down, the chances of this round slip away from Mousesports. Rops will try look for something here with his scout. But again, his chances are slim. And it seems like this round is pretty much over at this stage. Good shot on Hunter at least. Secondary frag not quite found as the plant looks to come through. And Rops looks to go down. Checking his eyes on T-Roof, and now we'll start to make the moves in. I think if B-Mash stays around the corner, he should be fine. Yeah, Nico's not going to get there. So those 2 M4s for next to Amanek, that's fine. No matter what happens in this round, G2 have the firepower and they have the buy following suit if Mousesports can claim one back. Not like it'll matter. Frozen gets that first kill, trading back onto a core. Frozen got to get out of dodge. It's not going to happen. Hunter takes his second. Dexter actually going to try go for heroes. Try to deny the bomb. Carrier Jax! Jumps to evade the spray. Stabilizes a shot of his own. And absolutely domes Dexter. And BMAS will get an exit frag, but now that he's known, with no kit in play, he definitively has to save, and that won't even be allowed. Molotov's in for Hunter, back at credit card, looking to try force CT players out the way. They've got Molotovs also going on to the secret position as a cause orb. Watches, Frozen, pick back, Nico, trading, following suit spray back on the Jax. Frozen just going to get wall banged by Nexer instead. So 3-on-3, at least they've held trades together. Frozen in particular with his 2. And Mousesports trying to adjust. They have info to where G2's default is. That bomb gets dropped to the right moment. Amanek got to check the corner, and still he drops big frag to take 10 seconds. They've got to get it right up there now as Nexer falls. Nico now 6 seconds. Got to save the AWP at this stage. It looks like Mousesports will get a survivor round out of this. The AWP gets faced upon, does drop, I believe, before time. We're not like it'll matter anyway. They've got so much cash here for G2 they can buy regardless. Molotovs return back at the CT side. BMAS close, flags out blind. Jax gets that kill pretty easy. Dexter drops into Nexer, but Nexer gets the frag. Frozen tries to trade back 2, only gets 1 for it. And now there are only 2 standing for the Mousesports side. Rops coming in from heaven. A core ascending from the vents to make their way into the A retake of 4 versus 2. If any of them go down, especially if it's Rops on the only rifle that they have, and it will be round over and map over. Face up, a core falls, Rops. An impossible task for him. He'll get the first headshot. That's as far as it goes, though. 16-8, and G2 absolutely decimate Mousesports on their own map pick. You talk about fatigue, Dweg. I think towards the end of that second half, not getting decimated immediately. He's down at half HP, though, so that could be a working point for the Mousesports side. I say that. BMAS gets a blind headshot on Hunter as he tries to escape. A core there to support his exit. A third player also up from the elbow position. Finally going to get overwhelmed as Jax gets his frag in. Now sees where a core is, looking for the pixel. Bearing down upon him, he knows that he can stay safe in this angle if he just keeps his head low. BMAS will find a shot to bail him out, and the bomb plant can be secured.
A lot of map presence aggressively has been taken here by the T side. You've still got Amanek playing out towards that short position. With the re-smoke going through, Mousesports might want to just flash their way through it.
Boost up for a core, going to run his way forward. 5 HP for him, so it'll be easily dealt with as Nexer gets 2 frags alongside Amanek's 1. BMAS there with a 1 frag back of his own right, and Frozen gets ahead of the flash to hopefully force Nexer to peek away. It doesn't happen. 3 kills to his name, and G2 start with a confident pistol. Maybe Hunter can find a pile of cash. Seems to be the latter of those options. Indeed, 3 kills found. Oh, the deagle! All right, mate. 1 player left in. Rops finds that trade, but Hunter's happy. He's just got himself like $1,200.
Get a bit of self-confidence flying up, and for Mousesports, been a little bit of a slow start from them. They do find 1 kill on the eco. If they can turn it into 2, then it's something, but not going to happen. Deagle upgrade can come through.
Incendiary to try to stop them for the moment. The flashbangs will still come forward. A counter smoke will extinguish the flames as Jax opens up the round. Finds Frozen. Rops is actually going to wait as Dexter draws all the attention. Does so much damage. Rops has been seen. Forced to get the kill. A core at close deals with Nexer. And the bomb gets dropped. So Mousesports defensive seems to hold, actually. Amanek does find a trade swap out to a rifle, and the AWP of Nico drops in from short. 2v2 with 10 seconds. The CTs know that they just got to stay alive. Make sure no one grabs that bomb and get the picks in anyway. Mousesports secure themselves their first round in this map. There on CT. Smokes to cross Molotov inbound. Where's the second one? Flashbang's over. Instead, there is no second one. Shot on. Frozen. Connects to Jax. It's actually stolen away from McCall. Gets the headshot on Nexa instead. And the defensive starts to look confident for Mousesports. 2 left for G2. That bomb's dropped on site. And they've got to fight their way out of car.
Yeah, just coming in dry. It's so difficult to cross out, and they just get picked apart. No secondary smoke there for the cross. G2.
Quick into the mid to B play for G2. He's going to try and attempt it. The M4 swings ahead of the smokes, though. And Dexter gets punished, leaving it all on Frozen as the only defender to the B site. Needs to get a pick in, turn back his attention to the tunnels area. It's Amanek with that AK, trying to boost up himself. BMAS comes into the backstab, knowing that there's still players out of the B doors, the mid doors, excuse me. And he gets his 2 frags in as BMAS secures his triple. And Deagles left for G2 once again, another half by round. Mousesports could make it a 5-3 once again, but Jax has other ideas. Swings out, gets a core, drops that orb. For the second player here in BMAS, and actually Nexa gets that trade in, looking for the second player out of the gate. Dexter also falls, and there it is. There's that Deagle half by. There's an AWP picked up as well. Plenty of rifles that the T's can get if they want to try and play for a long plant. G2 get right back on track.
This could be a fast B split to come out for the G2 side. Mid to B smoke coming through. Frozen with the peak. Does catch off that first player. And as well, Rops is aggressive with the AWP towards the upper tunnels.
Gets the kill on Nico as a result of it. And a double up as well against Nexa. 2 standing for G2. Flash is making their way forward, trying to burst in on Jax's part. Amanek's gone down, so it's all left for this AK to clutch it in the back. The B doors corner. Frozen doesn't let him take a step further as Mousesports find their confidence again. Walking and Nico looking for shots, not connecting. Damage being done. Eventually Nico falls. So does Hunter. All on Jax. Again to clutch it. This time in a better position because the bomber's gone down. He has been seen though. Blind shots. He tries to drop in against Rops, but Akor finds the head in the end of the fuse. Should get stuck here with the kit in play. 6-4 for Mousesports. The money. We have our guns. We have G2 looking for the opening. Frag again on Nico in mid. He's been unsuccessful to hit shots so far on this. Very difficult ones to hit at that. They're going to be allowed the short control as a result. Hunter is trying to challenge him from lower tunnels, but Nico gets found with the AWP duel from Akor. Jax with his frag. Hunter finds Rops as well. 2 for 1s, and he continues extending. 2 more players to find it short, but they just get out of dodge.
Now, Hunter's hearing all of this information, though, so he can relay it over to his teammate. 2 players up towards the short position, swing with it onto the AWP, and now, really, Bemis has got to fall back towards CT. He can't continue fighting out towards the A side. They have Dexter slow walk up towards that top mid position. Rops is playing towards the back of Xbox, looking with the AWP in towards the lower tunnels, and as soon as Dexter falls,
Smokes on towards the mid control where Rops is watching with the AWP. Flashed off position by a counter piece of utility. Hunter wraps all the way over and gets that headshot in. Once again, left to 1 man on the B side defensive. That's Frozen. Pushed up right close towards the tunnel's entrance. Amanek gets a kill on Dexter. Frozen quickly overwhelmed. And that's the B side under quick G2 control. They either find really confident executes or really confident defensives. It's no in between, it seems, for Mousesports and G2. 7th back to the board of the T side is this is going to be one of those confident X's. And a core 1v5 to save the AWP.
That's very true. We haven't seen the 2v2s, the 3v3s. It's either one-sided or bust between both teams. Next up, even catching the backlines. Jack's getting involved too.
Rops will cross back to the B site again, be the solo defender as they full send into long from both sides. Incendiary's up and down. Flashes will catch the CT players off guard. Frozen. Be forced back in position. They flash the way back forward though. Look for the opening kill. They find the 1-for-1 trade. Jax now alongside Nexa there. Nexa finds his responsive frag and swings back on BMAS as well. Caught out in the open and instantly G2 getting a 3-for-2 trade. Meanwhile, Akor starts striking into mid control. Will he see Nico? Yes, he will. He'll get that frag. So all on Hunter. His cousin falling and him back behind hard cover though. Rops tries to go for the adjustment. Hunter actually wins it thanks to the missed shot. Now it's a 1v1. AKV AWP, but the other AWP is coming in from short as well. Hunter doesn't know this. He's watching CT and everything. Keeping his head ducked down. He's barely evading a core by pixels lengths. No info. He sees the man. Taps through, burst up, switching back to the Glock. 16 bullets in the magazine. He's just stalling for time. Akor's got to act real quick. He's got no kit in play. Hunter may have already won this, but he'll secure it with a 2K and a clutch to secure 8 for G2.
Let's see if they can get a bit of spam through this smoke. Dexter, what can he do with the AWP? Can he find the angle onto Amanek? Yes, he can. Man advantage now up for the CTs.
Tapping on that bomb, Dexter slowly starts swinging a core on short. Jax keeping his eyes at least behind the big box, looking onto long. A Pixel might be giving away the truth of his positioning. Seeing the shoulder, Dexter still doesn't register it. He's so focused on the short plant position when Nexa is pushing forward of. He might get side-swiped, and indeed, Nexa and Jax get those picks in. Back to the man advantage of G2. Rops with a low weapon, needs to act soon. Low HP on Frozen as well, but if Famas gets his pitch back, needs to line up two more, sees Nexa. But Hunter and Nexa combine to get that ninth to the board of G2, closing out their T side with confidence once again as we head to a break and look to the CT half. Mousesports still clinging on for dear life, making this a 3-round differential coming into the second half. G2 have had the more impressive game though, for certain. Try and just grind their way back up into the 16th tier. Pistol round going out as all forces commit themselves to the long challenge. Nico and Dexter getting off with those kills. Next, trying to see if he can trade. Hunter able to respond. Nico gets caught up on the side of the buildings, but it doesn't matter because Hunter's got 2 and Nico's got 2 more, and G2 win a very, very nice 10th.
Mousesports looking to try and commit towards this short exit. 3 players in total. Resmoke going to come down from Nico, trying to see if they can push behind it.
M4 ahead, Nico overwhelmed, Dexter and a core combining with the kill and assist. Nexa, close range burst through, does drop that bomb. 3v3 hell. G2 are not aware of BMAS coming in from long though, so Nexa falling next. 2 players out of short. Hunter getting caught up by a core, transfers that spray to Amanek as well. Makes it 3 kills, makes it 7 rounds for Mousesports.
The AWP is actually playing proper deep out towards Goose from Amanek, and for Mousesports, it does seem like it's going to be emphasis in terms of a B split, and Robs even takes down one of the anchors of Jax.
2 for 2 Trey and Nico lining up a couple of Dexter and BMAS. Rob's now trying to act here towards the site. He's found his kill. Next, trying to swing out towards long control, but they've got to rest mostly on Hunter's defensive. Rotations are probably inbound. They'll probably get a bit of information back out of this. Flashes forward, swing up. Rob's caught off guard. The dink doesn't land. 1 HP. Rob still wins the fight against Hunter. The M4 trying to face around the corner. Nade close. Doesn't land on Frozen. Doesn't get the frag that he wanted. Just a little bit too short. Taking return damage on this AWP. Look back to fire through the smoke, trying to support Nexa and Nico. They are running into the stack here in the Mousesports. Dropping that bomb, most importantly. 3v3,
oh, no.
Making it 2. They can't lose a round like this, not like this way. G2 could gain so much out of round 21, and now it's kind of like a retake for the 2 players of Mousesports.
Oh, it was a complete gamble stack out towards the B side. There is a bit of a shoulder bait coming through for Nico to bring it back to a 2-on-2, though.
He might have seen BMAS as well, so they might have all the info to work with. AK leaning up, Nexa with his back turned. And he gets the kill as well, all on a core. 30 seconds with this AWP out to get 3 frags. Not like this, Mousesports. M4 watching left and right. The AWP still watching the gun barrel scene now. They know exactly where he is.
Oh!
Good shot on Nexa. 9 HP. 15 seconds left. Where's Amanek? USP knows he got the tag in scope. Shot not seen. USP finishes off the round, and G2 fast play out along instead. Frozen doesn't find Nexa. Nico comes in to support with aggression. Dexter finds the trade back. Nico is still in a decent, Nexa I should say, still in a decent position. Gets the headshot despite being low HP. His teammates come in and support with HGs as well. A quarters AWP, can't land his shots. Bombs in the CT crossfire. He will find Amanek at least, but needs to find so much more as well. As far as he can, makes his way past it, seeing on the gap. Hunter doesn't land his shot. The incendiary also misses out as well. He'll put a Molotov down to suppress the early bomb denial. On for a 4K. Clutch swinging back towards short. Sees the player, can't land the head. Needs to keep his head ducked down as well. Oh, that tap's brilliant, but it's not good enough to win the round. A core. Imagine that wins it for him. That would have been an amazing, amazing round, but Frozen tries to make his way into mid. Smokes on Nico. Hiding behind it. Molly's inbound. Flash turned away from Nico doesn't press on just yet. If he did, he can find a way to flank. BMS with a swing on Drax, but Hunter and Nico hold down the line. Rops finds a trade to a 3v3, and Amanek finds Dexter.
No
Nico
way!
blind sprays. Rops again alone. 1v3. Needs to win this first fight. Flash is inbound, and Nico gets the triple. G2. Every single time as well. Jax finds the kill on Rops' lurk. Now it's all to the Mousesports squad that mains. Need to get into the site, need to get the bomb plant at least. Flashes over, orb up, shot connects to a core, almost lined up a secondary frag, sees two more heads. Nico's there to bail out the rest of the kills. BMAS now last man standing. Headshots can be found for days, but he will not win the round. 15. Molotov's back to drive him away from angle. Nexa opens up the kill counts. Amanek follows suit. Frozen and BMAS are down. 5v3 game for G2 already.
Mousesports have got to find a way back in, and what a great couple of picks to come through. AWP playing with a lot of freedom off that short position, taking the shot and just falling back, not giving any chance up for another man advantage. And for Mousesports, they're regrouping in mid.
Slowly pressing on. Smoke needs to go down as CT. This one, the other side of the spawn position is already about to start fading. And despite that, he gets a gap in with 2 frags. The one position they couldn't account for, and a core left with the clutch to save them in this series. It's not going to happen. G2 swap Mousesports out at 2-0 in this series, in this qualifying match, to claim themselves the third and final spot out of the close qualifier.
Massive congratulations for G2.